Welcome. It's another episode of the Downtown Den, talking with some of our members about what's going on in their world. Today I'm joined by Dave Dargan, who's co-founder of the Starship Group. Thank you for joining us today.
No probs.
Exciting times, I think, at the moment for the city and the region. We met with you guys out in Mippen. We had some good conversations out there. Want to tell us a little bit about your business and the industry you're in, especially this idea of industrialised construction that you're leading the march on at the moment?
Yeah. So we're a sort of 360 property developer. As you would see a property developer, we have land-led deals. We're a construction organisation, but uniquely, and what we're famous for is our off-site construction, our industrialised construction products. So that means that we're making building components and homes off-site in our factory. Built to significantly sort of higher energy efficiency standards, which is the real USP. Really swiftly delivered and installed, taking a lot of the dangerous and sort of complicated work out of the weather and the site environment. And yeah, that's what we're sort of pushing now. And our real passion is not just around doing things differently, but also, as I mentioned before, it's about the energy efficiency. So we've got to be delivering homes that are great to live in, cheap to run. Not, people don't really care about how it's built as long as it's safe and it's done to the right standards. Really the key point is, what are you left with at the end? Is it a nice house to live in? Has it got low energy bills? You're
a Birkenhead based organisation. We spent some time with you at your offices, but you've also got manufacturing capability in the Birkenhead area as well. So
yeah, so at either side of the dock in Wirral Waters, we've got our office facilities there with all our design and engineering, design for manufacture, where all that happens for our work that we do in the UK, and we've got a business in Starship Group in Canada, so that all happens from there, all that sort of design and innovation. And then we've got a manufacturing facility out on the other side of the dock, old oil storage unit, so now repurposed for low carbon, sort of zero bills homes. And that's where they're built, and they're built and transported all over the country. We've had projects from down in Devon in the south up to Ben Nevis in the north. Really efficient way. We're just going through some new technology installations and some robotics that are coming into the factory to sort of push the innovation barriers really, and sort of bring some brand new things that have never been done in the UK before.
So we know you from the work that you've done on the Wirral and in the Liverpool City region. So I think the Green Lease scheme in Wallasey was recent from yours, and some of the more high profile stuff that you're doing in West Kirby and other places as well. But you're also working more broadly across the Northwest region as well. New scheme in Greater Manchester recently.
Yeah, we've got one in Greater Manchester that we're delivering for one of our customers now, which is great, up in Tameside. We're just going live with 3 sites in Hull that we've just secured for the local authority there. That's their first step into sort of true MMC, Category 2, which is our sort of light gauge steel frame system. And that's also one of the first frameworks to be, or first jobs to be awarded through the CHIC framework. So we've been working a lot with the team at CHIC. As they're going across the country to promote this as a I wouldn't say it's a new way, because it uses some age-old technologies, but it's not seen as mainstream, and we've really got to start to push this to get the capacity up in the market, and it's one of the ways that we're going to build more homes. So not an instead of solution, but as well as because we need more capacity.
And of course, it's not just homes that you're looking to co-develop as well. You've got an interest in educational and healthcare establishments and other public sector footprint as well.
Yeah. So I think what we keep saying is our product's a highly engineered product. So we, as you say, we build homes, and the real focus there is on energy efficiency and speed, because obviously the housing shortage pressures. But we also build building components that we provide to other construction organisations to help them build their buildings, whatever that might be, low rise, high-rise sort of buildings. We've done a lot in the leisure sector, so Chester Zoo is one of our famous projects where we've used the same building technology, but just for that application. And as you say there, we're doing now a lot of work on the innovation side in healthcare and education. So I think what we always say in our business is we want to fit where we're needed with our customer. So some of our customers want us to go away and deliver the whole project right the way through as a full construction contractor. other clients we're working with where they are in their own right capable contractors, and we provide the building components to help them to speed up their delivery. And really that's where we see the main part of our future. We want to be doing maybe 250 homes sort of minimum a year on our direct projects that we're delivering, because that's our R&D platform. But really where we see our growth coming from is those partnerships with large contractors and large developers.
And you mentioned it earlier, but not just expand across the north and elsewhere in the country, but internationally. You have a Canadian operation.
Yeah, so I think the way we tried to sort of, or where we have built the business, we've got very strong technology, very strong sort of replicable processes. So what we're looking to do now is to maximise that opportunity. So you know, wherever the market is suitable and there's market opportunity, it's actually not that complicated to replicate. And I think what people say when they come to see us is that we put a lot of work into the simplicity of it. So we've made everything really simple so it can be started, you know, good entry levels for skills. So there's a real solution to a problem. And I think that's what, you know, we've had lots of people visiting us from all over Europe and all over the world who've come and said, look, you know, they've been to some very high-tech manufacturing facilities, but actually we've been able to put together something that's really, really simple. And I think that's what we've seen with our operation in Canada. I think what's been great as well is we've used a lot of our connections from the Liverpool City region in some of these international businesses. So people like BDP, their team, we work quite closely in the City region, have got their Canadian team working with us over there. Avison Young, you know, same thing. We've got their, you know, principal managing director in Toronto, connected by the relationships we have here in Liverpool. So we've been able to sort of, I think I used it at the last event we were at, is, you know, as Avengers Assemble. You know, we're bringing together the team, the supply chain, you know, the global partnerships that we've built with people, and it's just then launching it in different territories.
Wonderful. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the housing market and what can be done to move it forward more quickly.